What's going on with the Xtreme Recon, some brand new colors, and where the heck is the 2024 Gladiator? Find out today in this episode of Dirt Road Cred's Jeep News. It looks like the potential addition of a new color. Now, I saw on Jeep's Instagram they had posted up this photo with a bright pink, some would argue that that's the fuchsia color, posted up, and what did it say, Ryan, like Gag City or something?
Yes.
It was like a really random...
I think it's something to do with...
Is this some brand?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Because I clicked the hashtag and there was a bunch of other things related to that pinkness, so I don't know if that's a craze coming from the Barbie movie or something.
But the biggest thing that I kind of saw with that, this color, the addition of it, this super bright pink. Now, everyone liked the Tuscadero pink. It went away very soon. It wasn't around too long, but everyone still likes it. Those even retain their value a little bit higher than the other ones just because it's such a rare and limited run color. And that was, once again, that was Pinky Tuscadero. That was, what was the show? Happy Days? Happy Days? Yeah, Happy Days. I couldn't think of it. But that was the character's name. That was before our time. But still, it was resemblant of a television show. Now, the Barbie movie comes out, and what's resemblant with Barbie? The pink Jeep. Everyone knows that Barbie has a pink Jeep. I mean, my wife probably still has hers from when she was a little girl, and you had a pink Jeep to go with your set. Now, if I was Jeep's marketing, what I would have probably done is have Margot Robbie do a little 1-minute ad with the movie and then being able to be like, hey, you want a Barbie Jeep? Here's the color. You can go pick it up. Because I know as soon as that picture was launched, even Lindsay posted it up on her group from Dan Cummins and was like, who's going to buy one of these? And she even said she's super interested in it. That's a hot color. I'm hoping that that becomes a kind of a reality. I'm thinking it will. There are some other posts from some good friends of mine where we actually got to see kind of a real life version of one, not just one pinned up on there, because you can always Photoshop that color onto an existing Jeep. But seeing another one that's kind of just out in the flesh, I'm thinking or hoping that that color will come, just because I think a lot of people will be interested in it. Now, while this Jeep color hasn't been confirmed, there's kind of a lot of hype talking about it. Normally when Jeep does things like this so far, like they put it at Easter Jeep Safari, they've also had a lot of industry kind of chatting about it. And then the other thing is that normally what we see at Easter Jeep Safari does come true. We saw the new grille come out there, and that obviously came out and was a true kind of part that was put into production. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think this color should come out? And then also, what color would you love to see? The other thing I wanted to talk about, and I kind of need your help too, the 2024 Gladiator. That's kind of been a cricket show after the release of the Detroit Auto Show. And we did a video about it. We were just disappointed in it. And I think a lot of you guys were as well. Does anyone on this channel have a 2024 Gladiator on order? I know Lindsay has been able to order them. You guys have been reaching out and getting those ordered with her. But I haven't seen any of them hit the lots yet or really get any more information. Heck, I don't even think the MSRP of most of them have been posted yet. So I really just want to know what's going on with the 2024 Gladiator. Even Ryan, he dropped in to get an oil change on his 2024 Wrangler, talked to some of the local salespeople, and they had kind of no idea, right, Ryan? They had no idea.
No talk of
but you did see a lot of 4xEs there.
I saw a bikini 4xe. I have a photo of it. I'll pop it up. But
and like probably 40 other 4xEs.
I mean, other than used vehicles, there were no other new models on the lot.
Just 4xEs. A lot of people have been waiting quite a long time for the 2024 Gladiator, so for those that have been waiting, let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. But the last and perhaps the biggest part of this video is, where did the Xtreme Recon go? This has been a frequent comment on our channel, which yes, we do read the comments, a frequent post online, and honestly, it's something Ryan and I were talking about because up until about a week ago when Lindsay texted me a photo, I had not seen a Willys Xtreme Recon at all in public. I mean, I hadn't seen any posted, any builds of them, really like none out there. And that's what my dad has and what you still could order for the 2024. So I was kind of putzing around Jeep.com's website, and as I'm looking around, it looks like the Xtreme Recon kind of options are being removed from the regular Rubicon and the regular Willys trim, and the only way to get it is either through the Rubicon X or through the 392. The Willys still had the Xtreme 35 tire package posted up, but as soon as you click it, and then it says make the required option, which is a 22W or 24W, either a 2-liter turbo or a 3.6. When you try and click those, they're grayed out. So I'm not sure what's going on. They're not allowing you to put the 35-inch tire package on the Willys. And then on the base Rubicon, there was also a weird thing. I couldn't add it at all onto the base Rubicon. Even when I tried to add the gears or this, that, and the other, I could not get it to work. But you could add body-colored Highline fender flares for $0. So that was really odd. There's like some weird changes going on right now. Part of me thinks when we used to work at the dealership a long time ago, we used to see changes like this on the website when they were making them on the back end. So we're seeing some changes here. There's some different options being added. Maybe they'll put on a different color or a different package. But for right now, it seems like the only way you guys can get the Xtreme Recon is by going with the Rubicon X or the 392. Now, I haven't confirmed it with Lindsay. I just tried to give her a phone call before we started filming here. So if you guys still want to order one, please reach out through our Dirt Road CRED dealership affiliate program, because if they don't have one that you can order, they'll probably have some that are coming in without names on them. But what do you guys think the main reason for this is? I personally think, and I hate to say this, I almost think it's a little bit of a cash grab with the Rubicon X. I mean, as soon as I add on Xtreme Recon onto the X, it jumps to $71,000.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of built it into the 392. That's what we saw first. They built the Xtreme Recon and didn't even give you the option because they could bump the price up automatically $4,000 or $5,000. So it's a bit rough with me because I think they had a really good thing going by adding that to the Willys trim. I'm not sure if maybe it's just a glitch for the past few weeks or month on here, but I really would like to see some more of these be able to be ordered because people love those packages. And I bought my Rubicon before the X came out. It was a Rubicon with the Xtreme Recon, and it gave you more options to get a better priced Willys Xtreme Recon, because you could do the Willys Sport. Remember when you do that with the crank windows in the Xtreme Recon? It came to like 45 grand. That's a lot cheaper than 73,000. So what do you guys think? Let us know down below in the comments. Have you been able to order an Xtreme Recon, or do you have an Xtreme Recon Willys? Because we'd love to get some photos of those. We haven't seen really any out there. But yeah, that's kind of all we know on the Xtreme Recon. It's quite a shame because I think that's one of the best packages that Jeep was able to offer here recently. It's a really awesome setup, especially if you're not going to be changing a whole heck of a lot, or if you are, it just gives you a great base platform.
Do you think there's anything to do with like a buildup of parts, just waiting for some more parts to get made? But
well, I know sometimes they'll do that. They'll I mean, obviously, if you were a baker and you could sell loaves of bread that cost $20 a loaf versus $5 a loaf, and they required the same kind of materials, I'd rather sell the one that was more expensive. But on the other hand, it's like if you had an abundancy of parts. So what you're saying is maybe they have a limited resource of parts. But I thought about that, and then it's like, they were just on strike for a month or two. They should have a buildup of parts, but they also have a buildup of orders. So what are they prioritizing? The big boys. You know, the Rubicon X, the 392. But it's still rough because people that ordered the Willys and ordered the regular Rubicon, that's a great platform to get the Xtreme Recon on. So, yeah, we'll have to kind of wait and see. I'm hoping it's not going away, but maybe they just made a little bit of changes here for the end of the year.
On today's viewer rig of the video, we are checking out Adam's Smurfmobile JK. Now, on this Smurfmobile, it is a Chief Blue. It looks like the Smoky Mountain edition. He didn't say what edition it is, but it's probably it's at least an 18. Now, I know it's an 18 because it says Wrangler JK on the side of it. I'm a huge fan of the Chief Blue, and I really like what he's done with this. Obviously, customizing it, too, with your own decal and your own names on there is great, but I do like the reflective vinyl that is on there. It's a really neat way to wrap it. Plus, the AEV-style hood that came stock on a lot of these Jeeps just looks fantastic as well. He does have an EAG front bumper with a Badlands front winch, which looks really nice up front there, and the factory LEDs. Good-looking JK, and they're still out there and rolling around. You guys got to remember, this is from 2018, so it's the same year as the JLs were being produced. Adams, thanks so much for sending this in, and we appreciate the viewer rig. If you guys want to have a chance at your rig being featured, be sure to hit us up through Instagram or send us an email.
You guys know that typically at the end of the videos, though, we just chat about what's going on with the channel, kind of what's going on with us personally. It seems like Ryan and I have been like fighting these colds and sicknesses for the past month or two. I don't know what's going on, but I'm sure most of the country is going through that as well. So December time, obviously we're spending more time with our families. Christmas is here. We're now, you know, spending a lot more time. I've got my little guy and we're able to go on train rides or go visit Santa and things like that. And it's cool to watch that through his eyes and give me some more time to get that back. But as we approach January, that's where things start to pick back up. January gets kind of crazy for us, and it's probably one of our biggest months just because everyone has already been at home and kind of tucked away in the winter blues for so long that they're waiting to watch that content. So what we want to do is drop some of the biggest content we have for you guys, and that's why we've been holding off on posting some of that. We might have a very big surprise, but we're going to have a really big surprise in January with perhaps some new vehicles and some vehicles moving around. We're not going to say exactly what that is just yet, just because we're finalizing some of those plans too, but I think a lot of you guys are going to be really happy with what we do. We try and think about what the viewers would like to see. You know, a lot of channels will go just super crazy right away, get a 392, go nuts. That's why we have Ryan's Jeep. We've got a base two-door that we're building up slowly. We're kind of turning that into a mini Xtreme Recon. We got 35s, the lift on it. We're going to be doing bumpers and a whole lot of other things. Another big surprise, there'll be some drivetrain upgrades to that Jeep here soon. But we try and do things that you guys can also relate to at home. You know, not only just the crazy, super expensive stuff, but the things that are for us regular Jeepers. I mean, Ryan and I are both regular Jeep guys, so it's not always just putting on the crazy parts. It's putting on the smaller things and making your Jeep more functional for you. So we got a lot of those kind of parts coming up. Like I said, perhaps the chance of a couple vehicles being swapped around and a new one being added to the fleet, and the shop will be done. This video has been a lot of fun, and I'm glad you guys stayed till the end. Until next time, this is Matt and Ryan from Dirt Road CRED, and we want you to get out there and earn yours.